All right, guys, so we're about to go hit up this little pond. I've never fished it before. I've checked it out a long time ago. It was really tough to get to. Another fellow kayaker that I just met, he's been able to get out there and fish it. He said it was a great day, so we're gonna give it a shot. Temperature on my truck is reading, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's at 104 degrees. So it's hot. It's 5:12 in the afternoon. What we're gonna try and do is get that sunset bite and see what happens. Gonna stop and get a jug of water, and I'm gonna head that way. I'm supposed to meet him there in about 15 minutes, and it's about 10 minutes from my house. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so we're out on the water. We just launched the kayaks. I'm already marking fish all over the place, and there is all kinds of great little spots kind of hidden around here. I'm just going to start flipping these new owner jigs up in the trees here and see what I can kind of come up with. Again, it's a little bit cooler out here on the water, but you're still looking at about 98 degrees. There's a light wind, so that's going to help out a little bit. But I got the head cam on so we can watch for some blow-ups, and let's just see what we get. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, so I've made about 10 or 12 casts right now. I found a little spot where I can kind of cast into, and sure enough, there's the first one right there. I'd say he's probably like a 2.5 pounder, but right off the bat, it's on that owner jig. This thing just slips up over that cover, and it just started to fall, and all of a sudden you felt it hit again, and there it was, this little bass sitting there. All right, guys, so let me get this guy released and back in the water. Give me 1 second. Now that I've been out here, I've caught 2 on the jig so far. So I want to go ahead and try out this spinner blade. I went ahead and put a skirt on it. Again, it's that green pumpkin. And then I have got a speed shad. I've got a speed shad by Bass Pro Shops. And so I'm going to tie this on real quick and give it a chance. Travis has already caught one on the spinner blade, or on a spinner bait. And so I want to give them both a fair chance, see what they're all about. And so I'm switching over. The water's real stained, so I'm going to go ahead and put that jig back on braided line. And I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on the fluorocarbon and see what I can get. I've got this really nice grass line, and they're stacked up in there. And so I'm just going to burn this guy right down that grass line and see what happens. Water temperature is pretty warm. Water temperature is 93.1 degrees because it's shallow. It's only about 7 feet deep right here, and it's not very wide. I'd say the area we're fishing in right now is maybe a 1/4 of an acre, so pretty small. But we're gonna throw this guy. It looks great in the water, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, guys, so I've been throwing that spinner blade. I started throwing it with the green skirt on there. I really didn't like the action of it. It felt like it was looking like it hung up grass and stuff. So I took that off, and as soon as I take it off, sure enough, another little fat little guy here. Basically, again, speed shad on that flash spinner swing blade. That's what it is, the flash swing blade by Owner. That's that new one that's coming out here real soon. But again, there's another little fatty for you, and these fish are so aggressive. All right, guys, so we just finished up fishing. It's not too bad. I'd say there was like 4 or 5 fish. Then I lost a couple tonight. Travis fishing with me, he had a little bit better night. He probably had, I don't know, I'd say 8 or 9 fish. He kept throwing that spinner bait, and man, it really paid off for him. I got one right there at the end on the frog. I really wanted a frog fish, and so I got that one, pulled it out from underneath the tree. But all in all, you know, I threw that new jig that I got from Owner. I really like it. You know, it's smooth, it comes up over that cover really well. I had a combination of grass, I had a combination of lily pads, and then a little bit of stumps that I was throwing as well. And you know, it really worked out in all those situations for me. So I'm very pleased with it. I did not get a chance to throw the natural shad color. I just went ahead and stuck to the blue and black, and it paid off. I did throw in the new flash swing blade. Man, it's gonna take a while to get used to saying that. I threw that for a while. I did have 2 fish on it. I'd say a 2-pounder, 3-pounder. And again, you know, I like that action. Again, it's a lot like a little spinner bait that he was throwing. I started off throwing it with a skirt on there, and real quickly I realized it looked like grass hung on it. So I took that green skirt off that I put on and just ran it with the speed shad, and that paid off for me. That's how I got those 2 fish. And so that really worked out well. And then I switched back over to another new hook that I forgot to show y'all guys. It's this new pivot head they just came out with, that Owner did. But I just remembered that I've got these new jigs from Owner. So what it is, this is the pivot head. So it's got that nice little lead head, but it's on a pivot with just an extra wide gap hook behind it, and it's already pre-skirted. Missed a couple fish on that. I wasn't quite ready. I kind of had the hooks buried a little too far down in that speed shad, but still very interesting. It felt good. It looked good in the water. All right, guys, well, I'm pulling up here to the crib. I'm gonna go ahead and put the kayak back in the garage. I'm gonna go upstairs, cook dinner, and do a little bit of editing. And if y'all got any questions, please comment below. Otherwise, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and tell me what it is you want to see. You know, I really want to make sure that I'm putting out there what it is that y'all are interested in taking a look at. And but otherwise, I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great night, and tight lines.